Hi everybody, my name is James. I'm 27 years old. I live in Arizona. Um, backtracking a little bit, I'm making this video out of complete boredom. So if you get bored, there's the reason. It's not going to be very entertaining at all. Um, I'm married. I have two dogs who are currently wrestling each other right now, so you can probably hear that in the background. Um, Earlier, they were even there's one bar. They were even chasing a cockroach around that was on the ceiling for a bit there, and I'm not sure where it took off to. So if you happen to see something drop on my shoulder, give me a minute to get rid of it, and I'll be back. Um, Currently, I'm unemployed. Um, my employment history. Um, I first started working back in 2006. I worked for um, not Amazing Discoveries, um, Discovery Channel store. Sorry, drew a blank there for a second. When they were still open, and that same year, um, I I assisted in closing down that store as they were closing them all down. It was very sad. I loved all the people I worked with. They were great employees and employers, and really miss them and wonder actually how they're doing. So, hopefully they're doing well. Um, After that, I worked at McDonald's. I worked at American Eagle Outfitters. Um, I worked, let's see here, um, Wendy's, Wireless Express, um, APAC, which is an amazing company where I got to work just with three different projects separate times. Home Depot project was the most recent. Prior to that was the Best Buy project, um, and and actually between the Home Depot project and the Best Buy project, I did work. I was in the United States Air Force for a bit, um, and then prior to the Best Buy project, I had worked the Apple project, working on iPods, iPads, and iPhones, troubleshooting that type of product, and absolutely loved it. The environment was great. They made it very worthwhile and very fun environment. Um, Currently, I obviously am unemployed and hoping to have a job here soon. Fingers are crossed. I do have an interview coming up shortly, and I can't wait for that. Um, I was originally born in Pennsylvania. I've lived in West Virginia. I've lived in New York, Western New York. Never been to New York City. Um, let's see, brief time in Virginia. I've lived in Iowa and for a brief time, also in South Carolina for about 2.5 months or so. And then I finally made my way out here to Arizona, where it is a dry, comfortable heat. My allergies are great, and I don't have to dig my car out of 6 feet of snow or so every year, which was a real annoyance, in my opinion. Um, I have my associate's degree. I'm hoping to be able to go back to school eventually, get a higher degree, so as I can get a career that will allow me to, do something that I love, something that I can have fun with, um, and just progress in life and be comfortable, not have to worry about, you know, having a job and so forth. I have piercings and a couple tattoos currently, um, and have plans for future tattoos. Granted, I did put those on hold. They were being drawn up for me, and until I can get back into a job and get quite a few more paychecks in to get caught up, I'll be putting those off. Um, I have one sister and three brothers, um, whom I love all very much, um, no matter how much of a pain they can be at times. But granted, what siblings aren't? Um, and having said that, I've made a lot of friends over the years that I also consider family, and stay in touch with them as best that I can, um, and hope they're all doing well, especially those that are serving in the military. Um, I love anime, manga. I'm playing Yu-Gi-Oh, playing Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, board games, card games, video games. Um, I'd love to travel to Japan someday. Travel to Japan someday. I can talk. And get to see everything, experience the culture and everything, um, the different varieties of food and different seasons and so stuff like that. Let's see. I love to read. I love to write. Granted, I haven't written since um, high school, maybe first semester of college. Reading wise, currently um, reading multiple books. The Anita Blake series by Laurel K. Hamilton. Um, Eventually, I'm going to start reading the Michael Crichton books. Let's see. I took a brief um, time to stop reading, a brief history of time. I felt like I was studying, and though it's not boring, it's and it's actually a good book. Um, with this type of information, I have to take a break every once in a while. This book, Stephen King's new book, Finders Keepers, still has the tag on it there. Um, is another book I plan to get to here shortly. Um, the science behind the Big Bang Theory, because I absolutely love the Big Bang Theory and would uh, like to better understand exactly what they're talking about. And that is my dog again barking for no reason. Um, Absolutely love Big Bang Theory, though currently I'm up to date and can't wait for the new season to come out on Blu-ray so I can go out and get that and finally catch up on everything. I'm sure parts of it have been spoiled through YouTube and stuff like that, but that's my fault for watching or looking at it and whatnot on Facebook. Um, the Currently, I'm watching Naruto, which everybody I knew watched it back in high school, and I just didn't get into it. There were a lot of other things I was watching, um, and so I'm getting back to it now. I miss all the great animes, Big O, um, Gundam Wing, um, the original Sailor Moon. Let's see. I do have Cowboy Bebop and I have Outlaw Star, which are amazing. Dragon Ball Z, um, all those ones that were originally on Toonami, and so hopefully I eventually find quite a few of those again, so I can watch them again. In the meantime, I am taking suggestions for any other anime. Um, let's see here. Having talked about anime, it is my dream to eventually either do voice acting um, or just acting. Granted, I prefer voice acting because I'm not too good at memorizing things, and having that information in front of me all the time would be easier for me. Granted, I'm sure there are ways as an actor, and I don't mean like big screen acting, though. I don't think it would hurt any. Maybe TV acting. Um, if I didn't get the opportunity for those, um, I'd like to open my own gaming store um, that includes comic books and games and manga and just a variety of different things instead of just either a comic book store or a gaming store. I want to combine everything and pull everybody in and together, and have a greater crowd come in and enjoy everything. A lot of people have inspired me to, as far going back to the voice acting, Chris Sabat and Sean Schemmel from Dragon Ball Z. Granted, they've done a lot of other stuff, but that's where a lot of people know them from. And I'm looking forward to the new Dragon Ball Z movie getting released for brief time in August. And if I miss it, then I will um, impatiently wait um, for the Blu-ray to come out. Um, let's see, the voice actors from Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and between the two, I do prefer Brotherhood. The actors from the original Pokemon series, the Yu-Gi-Oh cast, etc., etc. With Pokemon, I do have a favorite Pokemon, and it is Charizard. My starter will always be Charmander. Um, with Yu-Gi-Oh, I absolutely love spellcasters, so I will always run a Dark Magician in my deck, regardless of what the actual deck is. Um, Granted, I also like the Blue Eyes because I love dragons, but all that type of mythical stuff kind of comes together. Um, I think that's really about it for me. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave comments or questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them, or maybe make a future video with with answers. I know this one was really boring, especially for a 12+ minute video, but again, I was bored. It's 11 o'clock at night, and I've really got nothing better to do until I get a job, and hopefully that comes soon. In which case, maybe I'll still make some videos. I don't know. Anyways, have a good night. Bye.